What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead Online. Daily uploads coming to you guys. If you want to stay up to date with Red Dead Online, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're starting a new thing called the Daily Question, try and get you guys more involved and open up the community a little bit more to everything that's going on inside of Red Dead Online. And today I want to know, what is the worst glitch you've come by in Red Dead 2 Online? Because today we're talking about the 5 biggest glitches in the game to date. Now, sometimes with glitches, they're little funny things that happen and it's totally cool. Sometimes with glitches, they're game-breaking things you don't want running rampant through the community. Today, we're bringing awareness to these things. There's certain glitches in the game that I've found entertaining, and we've done them and done tutorials on the channel. There's other things, like our top glitch today, where it's my opinion, Rockstar does not want people doing this, so don't go out and do it. But to make people aware, it's in our list. Let's start out with number 5, which is the butcher glitch. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen this happen before, had it happen to you. The case here is that what happens is when you go to the butcher, there's 2 buttons you can use to sell items, X and triangle, or on Xbox, A and Y. Y or triangle will sell your stack items, and then X or A sells your individual items. If you go to the butcher with a bunch of individual items and you use the X or A button to sell them, you end up getting a glitch where the butcher overloads and he kind of freezes, and you can move your cursor around, but when you choose to sell something, it just doesn't sell. Now, if you get this overload at the butcher and then you try and sell all your things regardless that the game is not reacting to it, you can actually end up losing pelts. The most I've lost from this is about $10. I lost like a carcass and a pelt. And more often than not, you're hunting things that are stackable. And for some reason, this only happens when you are selling individual items, not stackable items, and you just hold down triangle to sell them. So I don't know why that is, but that is the case, and this will happen to you anytime you go in and sell a number of individual items. Sometimes it happens worse than others. Today we did it. It didn't happen too bad, but it did happen. So just be aware, if you get that glitch, back out from the butcher, close the menu, and then try and talk to him again. Don't try and sell everything, because you will end up losing money at times when you do that. But let's move on to number 4, which is another cool one, but this one is extremely difficult, which is that you can go to the island of GUARNA. Now, if you've played the campaign, you know what this is. If you haven't, play the campaign. You can go to the island of GUARNA in Red Dead Online. You can go venture around with your friends. Now, the reason that I haven't done this on the channel and that there's not a ton of things on it is because you have to glitch out of the map to get there, right? And that's very difficult to glitch out of the map to get there. It's a difficult thing to do and achieve. And once you get there, it's fun, and the island is completely interactive with animals and whatnot. But it's just to hang out, because you can't hunt any of the animals and then go to the butcher or anything like that. It's fully built out like it is in the campaign, but there's nothing to do over there at the moment, which, you know, maybe in the future we can go to GUARNA and do something over there. But right now you can glitch out there, go with some friends and check it out in the online, birds flying around and whatnot. But when you get there, you're kind of stuck there, so you can't come back and sell any of the animals or anything like that you get. That will move us on to number 3, which this is a glitch that can actually earn you money. And it's not something that's super crazy effective. That's why I don't feel too bad in doing it. But it is something out there that maybe you should know of if you don't know of already. And that is the tumbleweed fish glitch. Basically, you travel to this cabin that's south of Tumbleweed. And when you get there, there's this little keg and trough. And you walk up to the keg and trough, hang out for 3-4 seconds, and then you walk a distance away. And if you wait a while, I mean like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, steelhead trout will just plop down on the ground right in front of you. And these steelhead trout are worth $2.50 each. Each time you do this, you get between 3 and 6 steelhead trout. So it ends up being something that's really effective to get a full stack of steelhead trout. You just, once you create the action once and the steelhead trout drop, you just reload your free roam and do it again and do it again. This was really big a week or 2 ago. It's not so big now. You can get a full stack of steelhead trout, but it's not like the crazy game breaking money make it or anything like that. but it's a fun thing to do, and it's one of the bigger fish glitches. Something I wanted to touch on with fish glitches is that I don't know if this is necessarily a glitch or not, but you can get fish to spawn in many places in the game. This is the only place I know of where you can get the fish to just spawn in on the dirt in the desert and pick them up. But like, there's a water fountain behind a house in Saint Denis, and you can get fish to spawn in there, and even muskies, even large fish, just by pulling your fishing pole out when you're around that area. There's another place with these little tiny ponds in the desert area of between Blackwater and Armadillo. There's this little pond area, and you can get fish to spawn in those ponds, in fact tons of them, if you just pull out your fishing pole. So I'm not sure if this is a mechanic that's supposed to help the fish spawns and make the fishing part of the game more prevalent, but you can do this. It seems a little bit out there. It may be a glitch, it may not be a glitch. Let's jump into our second glitch since the game has been released. Now we're getting into the area, these top two glitches of things that I don't recommend doing. I think these things are too far on the glitch exploit end of things. It's one thing to have a glitch that's funny, and then it's another thing to have a glitch that creates an exploit and you can take advantage of the game, especially like massive advantage. This glitch is an XP glitch where basically you get a you know the award system, right? It's the system where you're like, okay, kill 1,000 people, and once you do that, you get an award, and that award earns you experience. On the way to completing that award completely, there's bronze, silver, and gold tier versions of it. Once you get to the gold, there's certain awards that you can reset. Now, there's a glitch that allows you to reset your award before completely completing it. And basically what this does is it keeps track of your progress, and you go and you complete the last activity. So let's say you need to get the 500th kill on a guy, right? You go and you kill that 500th guy. As soon as you get the experience, you mess with your network settings and jump to the dashboard. And I'm not going to go through specifics of doing it because I don't think it's something that you should do. But ultimately what this does is it tricks your game into giving you the experience but not giving you the award. So you're back at your 499th kill, and you can do the 500th kill over again to earn that experience. I don't recommend doing this. I'm not sure if it's still in the game. I think this was something that was uncovered about a week ago. It's an extreme exploit in my opinion, and anytime you go into messing with network settings to do a glitch, it errs on the side of like, hey man, you probably shouldn't be doing this. So that's my opinion on it, but that's our number 2 glitch. Before we hit our number 1, let's hit some honorable mentions. I want to talk about some things that weren't big enough to make the list, but there are some glitches that we're dealing with still at this moment. The first one is the horse glitch. I'm sure if you've been playing for a week or longer, you've loaded in at least once to find that your horse needs to start bonding with you again, and you're back to level bonding 1. And basically this happens after you get full bonding on your horse, level 4 bonding. Every once in a while the game will forget you've done that and you start getting your bonding levels over again. It's kind of annoying because you can't do those level 2, 3, and 4 bonding things that you could with your horse, like drifting or jumping on the hind legs and neighing. You can't do those things, so it is kind of annoying in that aspect. It happens occasionally, not a huge thing, but you know, just something that goes on. Another thing that I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if it's just maybe an awkward game mechanic or a game mechanic is that tonic resupplies. Basically, if you go north of Tumbleweed, there's this little ranch area, and there's 2 locations that each have 4 tonics and then a crackers on them or oat cakes. They're all for horse, like stimulant, reviver, and whatnot. You can go pick all that stuff up, which comes out to be like $25-30 worth of stuff, and then if you just ride a distance away, you can come back and the tonics will be back there again. Now, the reason that I think I might err on the side of this being a glitch is because it's like, why would you ever buy stuff from the store if it's that easy to get right here? You know, this area specifically, you can just get so many tonics. Now, this works with tonics all over the map, but it's interesting to me that I think it would be on the glitch side because you can get like $30 worth of stuff every 30 seconds or a minute, and you would never have a reason to buy any horse stimulant, reviver, or healer. There would never be a reason for that. That's why I err on the side of glitch. But let's just get into number one. And number one, like I said, guys, the top two are going to be things that I don't do. Number one is on that list of this is an exploit. Do not do this. I'm not going to necessarily teach you how to do this. We're just talking about that this is in the game or was in the game. I'm not even sure if it still is. And that is the clothing glitch. Now, for those of you that don't know, because this isn't something that a lot of YouTubers will do. Most YouTubers, when it comes to exploits of the game that are heavy things like this, YouTubers won't make videos on this. So there's a smaller number of YouTubers that do show people how to do this. The clothing glitch was something where you could go in and try on clothing, and since clothing isn't a game advantage aspect to the game, this is something that you can unlock before you actually earn a high enough level to unlock it. All you do is spend gold bars on buying it. So players actively have access to viewing clothing pieces that they aren't a high enough level to unlock. And the clothing glitch would allow players with a certain sequence of buttons and processes just keep the clothes on after they close the catalog, after they're done viewing the clothes in the tailor store. And essentially, I mean, there's clothing in the game that's worth 19 gold bars. Even when you become a high enough level to unlock it, it's 19 gold bars. And in Rockstar's store, I think like 25 gold bars is $5. I'm not sure. No, that's not true. $5 is like 10 gold bars or something like that. So essentially, you're stealing when you do this glitch from Rockstar. You're stealing from them when you do this. So I implore you, do not do this glitch at any point. This is the biggest glitch, in my opinion, in the game, because anytime that the game allows you to take advantage of that game's currency, especially when that game creates a currency that's equivalent to real life dollars, it basically equates to stealing. So this is the biggest glitch that I know of in Red Dead Online. Let me know any glitches that I've missed or something that may even be worse than this in the comments down below. You guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel. We're 3,500 subscribers, growing. We're getting bigger and bigger, and that's all to you guys and your amazing support in the comments and keeping this channel active. Truly appreciate that, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care.